Hello, everyone. Welcome. I want to know, is there such a thing as too bright? Well, today we're going to find out. I do like bright, and I hope you do too, because I've got a fun card that I want to make with you today. And if you are crafting along, we're going to be making, I'm going to be making Christmas wreath card, but obviously wreaths could be used for so many different seasons. And if you don't have a wreath die, then leaves work just as well. So I'll show you what I mean by bright. Does that look bright to you? I kind of just got inspired by colour, as I always do. And then I thought, well, what can I do with these colours and can I make them into a Christmas card? So that's what we're going to do today. I've got this wreath here. It's, I think it's just called Wreath. It's from Cat Scrappiness, and I got this last year but didn't get a chance to use it, and I had a few ideas in my head. This is different to those, but I thought I would play it up with these colours instead. So I'm going to be doing just a little bit of die cutting. I seem to be doing a lot of die cutting lately, but no, that and ink blending. So I have to get my other supplies out and start playing with those as well. Now, I did put a question in the chat, and I would love to know, and I think everyone would. How's everyone going with their Christmas cards? I'll have to use my other one. Is everyone been busy making them? You've got so many different things happening this time of year in the US. Like you make cards for Christmas, Halloween, what is there? Thanksgiving. This is huge. There's a lot of pressure. And I know, like Michelle, thank you for being here, Michelle. It's so nice to see you again. I know that Michelle makes a lot of cards for for elderly people, I think it is. How many do you make? Here we go. Signed, sealed, and ready for delivery. 200 cards. That is some serious dedication there, my friend. Oh, I thought it was huge. I think I send out at Christmas, I think I send out about probably 70 or 80 cards. And to me, that's huge. I don't know if I could do 200. Jars of Glitter Cards is saying she's almost done with their cards, and I only got done early because my friend and I are going to a swap. So usually panicking around Thanksgiving, trying to get them done. Oh, I get that. Well, let me see if this worked. Oh no, that didn't push through. I'll have to go through here. I'm gonna have to add a shim. I think I'm gonna have to add a shim. I prefer die cutting through my platinum because, especially if it's got the embossing, you end up with better embossed details on the die cut than with the Gemini or with the, I don't know if the switches or the other die cutting machines are the same. Someone could let us know if they've got one, if they find that. I'll just have to do one more here anyway. When it comes to wreaths, I really like to layer them up. It works and adds dimension, which I love in cards, but not everyone does. And if you've got a, sorry, I'm just focusing because I don't want to cut my finger. This is very, very sharp, this little knife. That'll do it. So then, oh, I forgot to say, if you're here during the live chat, make sure you switch across at the top of the chat to the section that says live. See if you have one layer. Oh, that's bright. Compared to two, really can build up a design. But I'm going to take it one step further and we'll do a green one as well. Oh no, don't freak out. Oh no, how many leaves, how many pink leaves have you seen? How many pieces of green paper do I need? Obviously. I reckon I'm kind of ready to go with my Christmas cards, but I'm not, I haven't written on them or done the envelopes, anything like that yet. So that always, I feel like that's a day's, can I say inverted comma, work? A day's work to write on Christmas cards. It's fun though. I put on the Christmas music and write. So I was actually thinking about taking them away with me on holiday and writing them, which I thought would be fun. We'll see. I'll see what I get organised. I'm not sure if I told you, I've got my mum, I think I have. I've got my mum's 80th birthday. The week after next, or yeah, it's the week after next, but I'm heading off to her place next week. Sorry, I'm just going to pull this out because I'm not going to use this as the wreath shape anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is the thing with wreaths, isn't it? They're persnickety. Okay. So what that means is I've got some videos lined up for you, ready to go. But I won't be here for any lives, but I do plan on being back on the 11th of December. So mark that date and we'll see what we can do. I forgot where I was going with that. Christmas cards, writing Christmas cards. Oh, I haven't been very well lately. I had a cold last week and it's been fun getting over that. I'm back at the gym though now, so I feel like at least I'm moving, which is interesting in itself. Now, sentiments, I want your help. I'm going to, when it comes to wreath dies, so if you're building a wreath, you can either use multiples of single leaves or twigs, and just kind of, I just draw a circle and just build them round. If you've got a wreath die like I have here, what I'm going to do is layer this and then add in some other leaves. But when it comes to the sentiment, you've got a few options. I was kind of thinking this would be really nice to put in the center, and how I would test if it's going to fit, very technical, is just like hold it over top and see what I think. I think that's a really pretty font. That's the other one I thought would work well, and I have used this one in the center of a wreath already, and sending glad tidings. So either of those. Other options that you can do are banners. So to see how this particular set here comes with this wreath die, and it has like the banner. So, and it's a good size, really fun fonts, would go well with the, and you can do that over top. I was thinking white heat embossing one of these rather than the banner. What are your thoughts? White heat embossing? Merry and bright seems fitting, I know. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. It is very bright. It's a very bright card. We'll see. You're thinking heat embossing? Judy says heat embossing. Because that was my kind of go-to. And I kind of think this would be more fitting this sentiment here if I go heat embossing. Any other thoughts? We'll go with heat embossing. Why not? I haven't done a lot of heat embossing lately. I've been doing a lot of die cutting. Who else is into the die cutting? Who else is obsessed with it like me? Terrible. Donna says she loves the bright and non-traditional colours for Christmas cards. I'm with you. Not everyone does. Not everyone's all for that, but the other thing I thought would look really cool here is to dress up the background, because it's going to be a fairly plain card otherwise. But you can dress up the background with, I was thinking either a stamp, you could even use like an embossing folder. I wouldn't use an embossing folder though if I had already done heat embossing, because it can kind of crack it. But how you get around that was you do like a double panel version. So I would do an embossing folder of the whole panel first. I would just do what I'm doing here with the sentiment on a separate piece of the same coloured cardstock, and then cut it out and have that flush in the centre, and then put the embossed folder on in the background. So you cut out these edges and it just looks like you've got this flat circle in the centre, and it's actually two pieces of cardstock you've got. It's just a workaround. You get the look you want. Under a pile of papers, that's a great name. It's like you're my sister. I'm lost in the paper, but you're under the pile. She loves die cutting. No, I know. We're just so sport for choice now with so many different supplies. And because this is a really dark cardstock, I'm going to really make an effort to get rid of the white flyaways, bits of embossing powder, because even though that you probably can't see them, once you hit it with the heat tool, this thing will find every flyaway piece of embossing powder. I don't think I used that word. I think I said paper before. I meant powder. Use my brain. It's not engaging. I had to go to education yesterday at work. That was really funny. Patricia's saying not orange. Oh, yes, to orange. One of my favourite combinations of colour cardstocks is purple, orange and green. It goes so well together. Sounds wrong, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to use red today though. I have to read that. Did I miss a question? Anyway, the reason I'm waiting for this to cool down before I wipe the powder away is because if you wipe it away too quickly, the embossing powder, if it's still wet, will smudge. And then you have to start again, which is not fun. All right. I thought I'd die cut this down. So that's going to give me some of that white space that I like on a card. So you don't think it's bright enough? I need to add orange, is that what you're saying? Just trying to center it how I'm thinking. If you're really clever, you could cut it down to size straight up rather than do it this weird way that I'm doing it. But This way, if I don't center it or have it straight to begin with, I've got the option of straightening it up now with the rectangle die. Ooh. It's going to make a bit more noise. It's a noisy day today. I've got a feeling that I think it must be someone's on Team Orange. Which is pretty cool. Did you see the card I made at Craft Roulette? Who joined me there? That was such a fun day. And my internet didn't give way, even though I was on forever. I did choose one that took probably longer than I should. It took me so long just even to find the die set. That didn't help either. So I was thinking, did you see the card? Do you want to see it? I've got it here. Here. Got it here. So this is the card I made on Craft Roulette. There's no orange in this either, no. But I put this window in crooked. I didn't even notice until after it had dried solid. I mean, I could have put it like a fake one over top, like with a wider border, but I think it kind of got covered up with everything else instead. It did take a little bit of die cutting and that we got there. But I was thinking this would be really fun in the background, like doing a stamp, having like a modern sort of stamp around the edge, and then, or doing like an impression with something like this. But then I kind of, I don't know, went back to clean and simple again. Yes, you're right, Tammy, pink and orange. If I'm in a low mojo mode or I don't know what to make, if I get out some hot pink and bright orange, maybe add a bit of green or teal, I can be making a card in like 5 minutes. It's that simple. I find colour very inspiring. Use my husky voice. Now, the other thing I got is a wedding next year. One of my nephews is getting married, which is really exciting, in February next year, but we got the invitation. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to sound like I'm getting old. But there's like a color code, a color chart for the guests to wear to the wedding. Is that a new thing? I mean, I don't go to weddings. I don't leave the house. I just make cards. Oh, unless I'm going to work, I can't do that from home. But is that a new thing? Is that something that I just didn't know about yet? That's the thing. It's not fancy dress or anything, but it's yeah, there's like a color palette that we've been requested to dress by. I don't have that many clothes. I'm not a fan of shopping unless it's for, you know, my supplies. Speaking of which, I ran out of cardstock. Well, when I say ran out of cardstock, I had plenty. I just didn't have the one I wanted. I ran out of the 110-pound. Then I can't believe I did that. I reckon I've got a ream of it somewhere and I just can't find it, which is weird. But besides black and white, she hasn't heard of it either. Yeah, so I'm not, I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking I was really behind the times. See how that builds up real quick, really quickly, just by adding that second layer. If I wanted to have the look of more dimension, I could also come in with an ink blending tool and add some darker pink. I'd probably focus more on the center, but today it's more about less is best. Well, we'll see. I'm not talking about color here. I'm saying less is best. Donna's saying she ran out of her favorite red cardstock. What's your favorite red cardstock, Donna? And I'll tell you mine. You probably already know mine. I talk about it all the time. In fact, I'm using it today again. And I've nearly run out of my favorite blue cardstock, and I can't get it here in Australia. So I'm very upset at the moment, but I'll find a workaround. I don't mind. There's certain brands of cardstock I prefer over others, but typically it's the color I go for rather than the brand. So Donna says her favorite red is Sullivan Mars or Tango for Christmas. Are they, I've never heard of them. Are they like stamping? See, I didn't even know stamping up was a thing for years. I was very slow on the uptake of everything. When I started card making, I was in my own little bubble. But that sounds like maybe it's a stamping up colours, are they? And I know that they retire colours too, don't they? So that would make me cry. Now, this might not work, but I thought we'd give it a try. Want me to zoom in a little bit? You probably can't see. You'll remind me to zoom out, won't you? I thought it'd be nice to add like a pop of green into my wreath, but could be fun. Yeah. We'll just do one leaf at a time. I did tell you I was going to tell you my favourite. That looks better, doesn't it? This is what I had envisaged in my head. We'll see. I'll see if it works. But my favourite red is this one. And it's the most poppy red. The only one I think I've got that's close to it, talk amongst yourselves while I find it, is not that one. I think it's this one. This one, which is a lot of fun too. But look at that compared to that. It's actually a really bright red. It's a lovely colour and I like it. That's the crimson, that one from Ultimate. But so if you're not into the real bright, but this is poppy red from Concord 9th, and it's a beautiful cardstock too. I reckon Altenew and Concord 9th source their cardstocks from the same place because they're both very similar quality. And I'm going to be facing my leaves because all the leaves are still going that way. I'm going to follow suit. I've made my mum's card. I did share that one at Craft Roulette. I showed that one there, if you saw that. I'm not sure if you want to see the video of that. I did film it while I made it, but I wasn't sure because it's a specific die set that's like a pop-up card. It has this huge like floral pop-up in the middle of it. And I was wondering, like if you don't have the set, it's one of those things. But I bought that die set specifically to make my mum's card. Because I liked the idea of just doing this huge bouquet of flowers for her 80th birthday. And I saw it and had to have it. I think we need a couple more leaves. I don't know. I don't think it's bright enough. Oh, that doesn't look good. I need one more. But yeah, if you're interested, I could edit that video and share it with you. Because a lot of this stuff, a lot of these pop-up things can be recreated with just your regular supplies. It makes me happy. Have I gone off screen? Won't make you happy if I do that. So if you've got a score tool and stuff, you can do some similar things without the products. The only thing is it's obviously easier if you have like specific dyes. Much quicker. And if you're going to make a ton of them, it's worth it because it's the time of mucking around. I don't think that was there, but that doesn't matter. And move things round. Of the pop-up in the center. Did you want to see? I have to go and get it. Oh no, I think I've already got it in the envelope. Have a look at Craft Roulette because I shared it there at the end. Such a long video. I did link where because they do they share all the cards, like highlight all the cards and things from the week before, but it's great for inspiration and it's a lot of fun. And try not to be too matchy, like even. Try to be more artsy. Let me know if there's any. Oh, there's a question. Let me know if there's any questions. Are Ulti products available in Australia? Yes, they are. The cardstock used to be able to get that from Oz Trinklets. I think she's got it again now with all the newer colours. So, and she's based in Brisbane. That's Niha. Did I miss any? But yes, we can get the new release stuff. There's quite a few companies that sell their products, some really wonderful, more boutique stores, and a couple of the larger ones do, although they don't always have the newest stuff, like whereas I did die cut these first. I knew it was going to be a bit fiddly. So like I think Craft Online, Craft Giraffe, like the bigger companies do sell them as well, but not always the newer supplies, which is a bit odd. Although they're getting more so, I think. So these are some berries, but just little circle dies, even enamel dots, rhinestones, whatever you've got. I'll do 4 of them. And then 1, 2, and we'll go with that for a start. Yeah, it's obviously to buy in from America to Australia is expensive for postage, typically. Speaking of postage, I just realised that Australian stamps went up again. It's so cheeky. Like, I don't understand. Anyway. They're trying to put pressure on us. Oh, US stamps went up again too. Or maybe they're in cohorts. We'll be working together. The Christmas ones didn't. I think they did put a hold. I did read somewhere because the ACCC, the Australian Commission, did a inquiry into the huge increase in stamps that we've had in the last few years, and deemed it was okay to do, like that it met the requirements for why they were putting it up. Anyway, but they did say they were keeping the stamp prices down for Christmas for a few years at the same price. So that's a bonus. So anyone who gets a birthday card in November, December, and January gets a Christmas stamp. Like a little bonus, a little extra added bonus. But now, I don't know, I'll have to look into it and see if I can use the stamps that I've got here at the old price. I know they give you some leeway. Like, I just felt like I'd upgraded to the new price and then they've put it up again. Cheeky. No. They're pretty good here though with like letter size and thickness. It sounds like the US is very, the minute you get over any kind of, small amount of dimension, they hit you up for extra postage. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just from what I've read, what people have said. Paula's saying she loves her 60-cent senior stamps, cheaper than the Christmas stamps. Oh yeah, my mum gets that. I think that's awesome that they do that. Well, they've just gone up to $1.70 here for a regular letter. And if you send an odd shape, like a square, or a larger letter or a thicker letter, then you double the cost. Like you have to put 2 stamps on it. So that's, I don't know, you do the math. I'm sick. 70 and 70 is 40, 340. That's quite expensive. But then everything's expensive. Feels expensive. But yeah, our Christmas stamps are 65 cents. So that's not too bad. Oh, you're moving over. That's cool. I've got a spare room for you, Michelle. No worries. Sounds like ours is much better than yours then, if it does matter, like the thickness matters that much. As long as it fits through the slot, it's something like we've got up to 20 millimeters. Oh, 20 millimeters. Yeah, it's not too bad. We had it so much better. I don't think I need any bigger ones. Reckon that's enough? Right. Bring out the big guns. So yeah, these were in this set, and it cuts multiples of both layers at once. So that's pretty good, these berries. it bright enough? And try and make it a bit randomy. I also need your help. Do you think I need a red bow? That was my plan. I was going to put a red bow on. I've still got to make that. I probably need, what do you reckon, another large one there? You know, I have to go and read the chat when I'm finished, see what you guys are talking about. I hate missing out on stuff. I did see, Michelle, that you saw a moose. Moose. No, was it a moose in real life? That would be incredible. How majestic are they? I reckon I'd be a bit scared. I'm a bit scared of horses. I've never, oh, maybe I did fall off one once. I don't think I have. Just because they're big. Oh, yes, I'd love to see a photo. How cool. Sounds like you had a lovely trip. There we go. How'd we go? Was there any decisions on the... We probably need to add some... Do we need some dimension or keep it fairly flat? I might keep this one fairly flat. Famous last words. This has already got like 5 layers of cardstock on it. When I say flat, I mean like I'm not putting extra dimension on with foam dots. Oh, I'll sit that on there. Hopefully that stays. I might have to put some glue under that green leaf. The good thing about using liquid glue is that it has much stronger hold and it sticks really well on paper. You can see how this would look pretty with the sentiment across the front as well. Might have brightened it up a bit more with, say, a white sentiment panel, you know, banner. That's the word. Use your proper words, Therese. Banner across the front. Michelle was in Maine. And apparently that's where the moose are. But obviously you don't have to use bright colours like I'm doing here. You can make beautiful muted coloured wreaths. I actually used this one here and made like a apricot, like a pastel wreath with that one. Didn't move that so quick. Because this is a layered one and then you can add the leaves to it. And this is where it kind of tells you where the berries go if you want to use that as a guide. But it looked really pretty, I think, in the pastel colours, in the peaches and the pinks. I can't remember which ones I've adhered now. I think I haven't done these ones. And I just realised, depending on which bow, oh, you need to tell me. Okay, if I'm going to do a bow, I've got a few. I've got a few. There's this bow here, which would be probably a good size for this wreath. What about using that one? I've got this huge one here. I'm probably not going to use that one because it's too I could, but then I'd lose my, too big for the, I would have had to set that up a bit higher. Oh, well, I didn't do enough forward planning for that one, but it's beautiful. I have got that coming up in a video soon. In one of my Christmas videos, you'll see that one being used. And I think this one's going to be too fine. So have I just answered my own question? Oh, no, you could definitely get away with a couple of those. Do you reckon the fine bow or the layered bow? Let me know. Fine or layered? Donna says the small one. Michelle just says she loves that one. I don't know, which one do you mean, Michelle? Fine. Alison says the fine one. Oh, I think we're on a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Fine, like the font. Oh yeah, that kind. That's a good idea. Makes it how long does it take you to choose which way to face a berry? If you don't have like these layered berries like this and you've just got like a small round die cut, you could just get a marker and draw a center, like a darker center on there. I have actually done these where I've put gold cardstock in the back too. That looks really pretty. I don't know if you can hear my chickens, but they've been on one today already. I had to actually let them out, otherwise I couldn't get them to shut up. So they're currently at the back window looking at me. You ever feel like you're being watched? Like I'm being watched all the time, because I am. They think I've got food for them. So we all got the, Paula wants the fine bow. Try both. Oh, Tina, you're so clever. You sound like my husband. He's very clever. He does stuff like that. Or make two. Try both. Or make two. I definitely think it needs probably a couple, but do you want two? I think it only needs the small one. I think the bigger one. I'll cut them both out. See how this goes in the Duva. It's my favourite red poppy cardstock. I like a lot of different reds, but this is my Christmas go-to red because it's so bright. See how it goes. I missed any questions? Photos sent to my phone. Oh, you're such a clever person. Did Tom take the photo or did you take the photo? I reckon I know the answer to that. Oh no, there's a shift going at work. Was it in Messenger? Hasn't come through yet. Probably coming from such a long way away. Messenger or messages? Be Messenger, wouldn't it? Have another look. Probably got caught up in my internet. Yes, I've lost my internet again yesterday morning for a short while, which was very annoying. So it made me a bit anxious about today, but we seem to be going well. And we're nearly finished. Excuse me. That one gets lost. Just need to. I don't mind that. I just feel like I'm forcing the issue a bit with that one. What do you reckon? We could do a darker red as well, but the pink just, or I could do a white one or a green one. White and red. Thinking that. I'll have to do the smaller one though. Excuse me while I cough. Such a pathetic cougher. I'm back. Mandy also says red and white, and Helen likes the pink and the red combo. I don't mind it either. I'm not against it. But we can, whoops. I had that on the edge. It was on the edge. That's okay. At least it'll give us an idea what it looks like. And if I don't need to, I can always die cut it again. Multifocals aren't your friend, are they? I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. You've got to have your head in the right spot. And if you didn't have the right colour of cardstock, you could simply just colour your own. I don't dislike the pink, the pale pink. It confused me. Red and white, we'll use one as a shadow. Originally I think I'm just going to go for the pink. I like it. I don't hate it. It's a really pretty bow, isn't it, this one? This is been out for a few years now. And I use it quite often. It's Alex Siberia one. What's it called? Pretty bows, there you go. I like that there's two in the set too, so you can kind of get all mixy-matchy. What else did I have to tell you today? Oh, and the other thing is if you don't have a bow die, you can always use some twine or tie a bow with ribbon. I've still got some ribbon here somewhere. I tend to use it to wrap presents now. I used to put it on my cards all the time. Who still puts ribbon on their cards? Pretty. It just gets bulky for postage, doesn't it? That's the problem. And yes, you'll be pleased to know I ordered new cardstock and it's arrived already. I was very impressed. Now, are we done? I think we're done. We done? Did we survive? I didn't cough too loud on you, I'm sorry. The lighter colour gives it more contrast, Kylie's saying. I agree. I think it does too. I think it actually helps lift the whole design. And probably some light pink leaves throughout here would also look really pretty. That colour, that'd have to be like ballet slipper, I'd say, that colour. Is it bad that I know the names of the colours of cardstock? I don't know. All right, so I have got some more videos coming your way. There's a couple more Christmas ones just to get you inspired. I know not everyone has made their 200 cards yet and got them in their envelopes ready to go. You are amazing, you know that. I wish I was that organised, but I'm doing okay. I just knew I had to be a bit more organised this year because I'm about to go away, and I won't be back until early December, so I knew I wouldn't have time. So I was more organised than usual. I plan on being back for another live on the 11th of December. And there's a little announcement that day too. So I look forward to seeing you then. And I think think that's it for now. I can't think of anything else. I did have a couple of things to say, but I think I said it all. So I hope you enjoyed today's card and that you're going to try some Wreath card designs, or perhaps even bright colours together, just for something different. And I'm so glad you joined me here today. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your busy days. And I look forward to seeing you here real soon. And hopefully you have some fun crafty time in the next couple of weeks while I'm gone. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye. I'm going to go and find that picture of the moose now.